My Nintendo 64.
Is it the 64, the one I see right here?
This?
Yeah.
No, that's an original Nintendo. Nintendo Entertainment System, NES.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. What year did I get it? I don't know, because I got like a remade version of it originally when I was like probably 10. But then I don't know what happened to that one. And more recently, I got this one at like a shop somewhere. I must have been like 15, so probably in the year 2000, something like that. Because that was...
When wasn't this made? Or when it was launched, like for people to,
Like probably like 1984-ish, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, so we're streaming, but there's no one in chat.
That's fine. You should have taken the stuff connected here and start streaming when you were here.
I can do that, no problem.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can still... I'll detach this. And move it. In theory, I mean.
In set theory.
Mm-hmm. Come on, it just keeps getting stuck on everything. So annoying.
Playing 3 with Bia. Parte 3.
Okay. Okay, we're streaming. Okay. So you are here. And I'm going to put this on top of this little box so that it has a better view. There we go.
Oh, that's an actually really nicer view.
Mm-hmm.
What is this box for anyway?
For a Star Wars robot.
Ah, so you do have a robot.
When did I say I didn't?
Okay. So I guess I can go this other branch.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
This branch or this branch?
This branch.
The top one?
The lower one. See,
Yeah.
look at the thing. See? See my shadow?
Why you gotta be all fancy with your shadows? Okay. So you go this way, and that takes you here. Actually, I guess I'll just keep this here. All right, enough with the shadow puppets. What are you gonna do?
Hey, in the meantime, I had to entertain, right? Alrighty. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Right?
Una casa del árbol, a house on the tree. I want to go inside the house.
Okay, so you go inside the house, and that takes you... there.
What is that?
That is the occupant of the house.
Why is this occupant blue?
It's not blue, it's green.
Okay. Grood, you said?
Well, ask Epic. He's the one who said it.
What's the name of it, Epic?
You can just do that to see chat. Scroll up on the screen.
Oh, Gerud. Gerud the Goblin. Nice. Hi, Gerud.
He goes, "What? How do you know my name?"
I read it on the front in your mailbox.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't remember putting it on my mailbox.
Well, how would you get mail then?
Who would I get mail from?
Your other friends, your family members, other goblins,
He's like, friends, family members.
the squirrel that lives on the other side of the tree.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So how come you have a home here in this wonderful huge tree?
He says, "This is how I live." Well, he says, "This is where I live."
I like it. What is the advantage of living up so high?
Well, nice view.
And what else?
I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of where I live,
So I see that you have a nice bed right here.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy.
Oh, and is this a sink that I see, or a table?
That's my table.
And these things on the table, are those food?
Yeah, those are my ganache fruits. Would you like one?
Sure. I never had one before. Do they taste? How do they taste? Are they sweet? Are they sour?
I think they're pretty tasty.
I'll get one.
He gives you one. It's like weirdly shaped, but it just has the texture of a pear.
Ooh, and does it taste like a pear too?
It tastes like a pear, but like maybe a little bit bluer.
¿Cómo es una perda que es... ¿Qué? How is a pear tasting blue? ¿Cómo una pera sabe azul?
I don't know, but when you bite into it, you just feel like it tastes blue.
Blue as in blue. Da-do-dee-da-do.
Yeah, yeah, just like that.
Okay. I enjoy it, I think.
Okay.
I finished eating it.
Okay.
And,
He's like, hope you liked it.
So just to summarize, I'm friends with the goblin, and I was explaining to the goblin that I do not live on the tree. I live down on the ground in the forest, and the goblin doesn't understand what that means. So I am inviting the goblin to visit me sometime, so that way it will understand how a home works on the ground, at the bottom of the tree, into the forest.
So what you gonna do?
So what do you have there on your cupboard? I see you have a little cupboard. Is that like a...
Well, that's where I keep my food.
Oh, can I see? Can you open it so I can see how it looks like? It's just so I can copy ideas for my own home, and I would like to see how you store your food.
All right. So he opens his cupboard and he's just got like, bread, peanut butter, just various snacks. He's got like, just spices and things like that.
How do you get those things? Where do you get them from?
Oh, some of them that harvest from the tree, and others, you just get, through trade or all that.
Oh, who's your trader? And can I trade with them?
Oh, I just like to work with all the squirrels of the tree, you know.
Squirrels? Do
Of
you
course.
do you know about the big squirrel that lives in that big gem that's glowing?
He's like, oh, I wouldn't mess around with that kind of stuff.
Oh, how come?
Well, you want to be very careful about the squirrel lord, right?
The squirrel lord? Oh,
I mean, you shouldn't probably say his name too loud
oh,
too much, but yeah, of course, the squirrel lord. Everyone knows about the squirrel lord, but
well,
I mean, the squirrel lord is just oh, well, you got to be respectful, but you also got to give him his space, you know.
I see. Why? What does the squirrel lord do?
Well, you know, I think some things are just like too complex for our minds to handle. You know, I mean, it just like so beyond our goblin understanding that it's. I mean, sometimes I've stayed up late just thinking about what really it is doing or what its purpose is, but it's just it's operating on just a higher level than us. You know.
Like a squirrel god.
Yeah, you might call it that. Like, yeah, of course, the squirrels are, you know, they have such reverence for the squirrel lord, and the squirrel lord, of course, loves them in turn. You don't want to mess around with the squirrels when the squirrel lord is around.
I see. Do you love the squirrel lord?
Well, certainly, he's he seems like a noble guy. Seems like I mean, I don't know about like I mean he's not he well. I mean I certainly respect his position and his power.
You will respect his squirrelness.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I see. Well, I didn't know about the existence of the squirrel lord until like 5 minutes ago.
What? You've been living under a rock or something?
You could say that, but mostly under a tree. Get it?
Oh. Oh. What? Okay.
So the squirrel lord told me that I need to trade something with it. Do you have any idea what I can trade with it?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is I wouldn't waste his time with anything beneath him. The Squirrel Lord is a very powerful being, and you don't go before a king and trade him oats. You think about it. If you don't have anything worth his time, leave him alone. But I would only bother with that. Like maybe if I had, transquantum dimensional epicentric multi quas dimensional flux inducer, with at least 11 dimensional capability. In that case, if I had one of those, maybe I would go and try and trade it to the Squirrel Lord, but I don't know.
Fascinating. How can I get one of those?
Oh, I mean you can't. They're just not made.
What do you mean they're not just made? But you just mentioned that if you had one, that
I
means
mean that was just a wild example. I mean they don't exist, but if they did, and if I had one, I mean that's what I would trade to him. Like
see.
something powerful, like on the Squirrel Lord's level. You see what I'm saying? Like something that would actually be useful to him.
Ah, interesting. Okay, I understand. Well, it has been a pleasure to spend some time with you. Thank you so much for your delicious blue pear. I will drop by later, hopefully.
Likewise. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I'm just gonna go explore the tree and I might be back later. Maybe I don't know if today or tomorrow, but I'll try to, come
Cool.
back to let you know that I'm going home.
Feel free to stop by.
Sweet. Alrighty. Bye.
All right. So, what do you do?
Awesome. Um, I will go up there.
Up to here.
See.
Okay. You're up there.
That's it.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I don't know. I see a little dot there or a little something.
Yeah. That is a rock.
Whoa! How did a rock get all the way to the tree?
It's a good question.
Um. Hey, rock, do you talk?
No response.
Hey, rock, I bet it.
No response. It's just a rock.
I'm disappointed. I'll take the rock and put it in my pocket.
All right. You got a rock.
Yay! Tree rock, tree rock, tree rock. I would like to go and whoa, 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 what is that?
What?
I see something leaning against the goblin's home.
Oh, this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that looks like just a piece of wood that's nailed into the tree and then also into the house. It's like a support because like the house is kind of leaning over. So it's like just supporting the weight of the house.
I see. I noticed there's a second floor because there's a window up there. But when I was inside, I did not see any second floor.
That's true.
Does it have a second floor?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go back to the goblin's house.
Okay. Oh, back so soon?
Yeah, I have a little question for you.
Sure, what's up?
I don't have to come in or anything, but I noticed that on outside, your home looks like it has a window all the way up, but I don't see the second floor in here. Do you have a second floor in your home?
Oh, that's just the attic.
You have an attic? I've never been to an attic.
Oh, you want to see mine?
Yeah.
All right, so he stands on the table and he stands on top of the cupboard, and then he like grabs a little string from the ceiling and pulls it down, and that pulls down some stairs, and it takes him, and then he takes you up the stairs, and there is a little attic. It's sort of unfinished. It does not have anything there, but he's got like piles of stuff there, and he's like, yeah, this is where I keep all my extra supplies, some of my extra furniture, little knickknacks I find here and there, axes, swords, stuff like that.
Oh, that's fascinating. Do you think that you could lend me one of those axes or one of those swords?
Well, I better keep them and just in case I need them, but, I might be willing to trade it if you find something worth my while.
How about this rock that I have in my pocket? I found it on the tree.
That's okay, thanks. I don't really need a rock.
But if you have a slingshot, you could use it.
But I don't have a slingshot.
Oh, well.
Anyway, you can find rocks in other places, too.
But how? You didn't really come down the tree. All the rocks are down.
Not that one.
True, but there is not too many rocks on branches.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I have a few over there. He points to a corner, and he has like a little pile of rocks.
Whoa! Did you find those on the tree?
Yeah. I show up every once in a while.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you for showing me your attic. And if I find anything that I believe you might like, or that you might trade with me for one of those access swords or other knickknacks, is it okay if I bring it?
Sure.
Oh, super. Great. So, by the way, I also noticed that you have like a big uh I don't know, like a something on by your bed. Um,
What, this?
no,
This?
see,
Oh, yeah, that's my spear.
yes, like I was thinking about sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that very valuable to you?
I mean, I'd trade it if you find something worth my while.
Like a better spear?
Sure.
Okay. Um, okay, so I'll see if I can find anything, and maybe I'll trade it with you.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. All right, I want to go to the other side of the tree.
Okay, like over here?
Yes.
Which branch?
Uh, Let me go up.
This one?
I
Or
want it up.
all the way up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that takes you to...
Whoa. Pero, ¿qué es esto? Es un castillo.
Sí, claro que lo es.
¿Acaso? That looks really nice.
Thank you.
Can I go in the castle?
Sure.
Oh. Oh. It's the throne for the Squirrel King.
Yes. Although I have to, I know this is confusing. That's my fault. But the Squirrel King is not the same as the Squirrel Lord. Two different things.
There are two different squirrels then.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so I am looking at the king throne. Where is the Squirrel King?
You don't see anyone there. You just see a throne with like a crown on it and a scepter.
Yeah, it's like almost as if the Squirrel King was missing.
Seems that way.
I see a book.
Mm-hmm.
I gonna go take the book.
Okay, it's changed down to this pedestal over here, but you can open it and read it if you want, but you can't remove it.
Yeah, I want to open and read it.
It says the title is Rules for the Squirrel King, and it says that in the event that the Squirrel King leaves his crown and his throne unoccupied, whoever comes upon it and claims those things becomes the new Squirrel King, and must follow and execute the laws as such if they choose to claim it.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm tempted to put on the crown, but I need to know more about the rules before I do such a thing.
What do you need to know?
Well, I keep reading the book.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, like what are my duties as a Squirrel King? And do I have to specifically be a squirrel, or will I turn into a squirrel?
The book doesn't say anything about turning into a squirrel, but it says that the Squirrel King is the lord of all the squirrels throughout the tree. And not only the squirrels, but also all the other creatures in the tree, be they goblin or gonk or whatever else, all answer to the Squirrel King, except, of course, for the Squirrel Lord. And that the Squirrel King must, swear to protect and defend the creatures of the tree, all of his, his kingdom, as long as he occupies the throne.
I will come back to this one because
Okay.
I am not 100% sure if I want to be or not the new Squirrel King.
Okay.
I will come down to these branches over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the one that is top first.
Okay.
Move this
So
one here.
that is number 2. So therefore, that would take you to 2A. Oops.
Fascinating. Let's go to the computer nest.
Okay, you go over there.
Now what?
You tell me, what are you going to do?
I'm on the computer nest.
Yeah, you're there. You're at the computer.
I don't know how a computer works on a tree.
It's a good question. So what do you do?
I moved some leaves that represent the mouse. I touched some keys.
Sure. So, yeah, it does look like it's a computer that is actually physically growing out of the tree, but on its screen, it is a real screen, and there is actually like a wooden mouse hanging off of it. So if you try moving that stuff and touching some keys, the screen wakes up, and you see a desktop, and it has like a few icons like my computer, recycle bin, and like a web browser, and stuff like that.
Okay. What was the icons again? I'm sorry. I understood something web browser and icons and what?
Recycle bin, like my computer.
Oh, I'll go to my computer and see what does they have, like what programs they have.
Nothing really, just like the default Windows programs.
Okay.
You don't see anything interesting.
I'll open the recycle bin just to see what used to have before, like before people or somebody decided it was garbage.
You just find a file called Pinecone.
I open it.
It's a picture of a pine cone.
Ay, qué lindo, pinecone. Okay, it's a picture of a pinecone. I wonder if I can print it.
Sadly, you don't see a printer anywhere nearby.
Okay. I'll go to desktop. What do I see on desktop again besides my computer and the recycling bin?
Web browser.
Oh, I'll go to the web browser.
Okay. It says like, welcome to TreeNet.
I like this. TreeNet. And can I type something? Can I?
Sure, yeah, you can search.
Where is the Squirrel King?
So you search for where is the Squirrel King, and there like a news article pops up that says Squirrel King missing, and it says the Squirrel King has not appeared in at least 2 weeks. His current location is unknown, and that's the whole article.
Who is the Squirrel Lord?
It takes you to a religious theology page, and you okay?
Okay, and?
So, like, it seems like the page is written by a squirrel. So it literally just types out like, chitter chitter, the Squirrel Lord is the greatest chitter chitter lord of all time. Like, hallowed be his name. We must, deliver infinite nuts to him. Chitter chitter.
I like this. Okay, well, they do have some devotion towards the Squirrel King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna leave the computer by itself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to this page.
Okay, so you go down here and then you climb out over here. Okay. And over here, this is like a gemstone. It's just like a smaller version of that, basically.
Does it have a hole?
No. Or like, it has like a little indentation where the hole would be just like so small you can't really.
Can I break it out of the tree?
Yeah, it is connected by sticks, but these sticks are smaller, and so there is, nothing preventing you. Like they're not strong enough to hold it, so you can break it off if you want to.
Okay, I'll break it off and take it and put it in my pocket.
Okay, when you break it off, it starts like pulsating with energy, and like it feels uncomfortable on your hand, but you get it.
Awesome. I would like to go back to the squirrel, wait, is there something over there on those spaces that we have or not?
No, there's no branches going out over here, so this is just there would be no way for you to get over there.
Okay, just wondering. I will go back to the big squirrel, to the squirrel lord.
By the way, there were branches on the lower area of the trunk where you started.
Where?
Yeah, you just ignored them.
I did?
You did.
Oh my.
You just went straight up.
It's true. They were branches there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should visit them.
Maybe you should.
Okay, let's visit them. How do we move this so it's like,
I don't know. Either you have to move back or. There we go. Which way? Where are you gonna go?
Okay, I will slide down to this one.
Okay, that takes you. Here. Right. You're messing everything up.
I'm not messing it up. I'm helping.
Well, I mean, you're messing up all the papers. Just don't worry about the phone. Just play the game.
Yes, I worry because people need to see.
There's nobody even watching.
Oh, claro que lo están. I like to think they are. One person is watching.
Hey, is anyone there?
Epic
if you are,
is there.
say something in chat.
Epic said something at 6:17.
That was 20 minutes ago. I don't think Epic is still there.
Oh.
And this wire is...
On the way? Well, it's not my fault. You made the games too big and too long.
I mean, you don't have to play it if you're done.
Claro que... Okay. Awesome. Is that like a troll?
I don't know what that is. Did anyone see anything?
No.
Nope. See, told you they're out there.
Let me go to this balloon first.
Okay, you go down and you find the balloon that is tied up in the tree.
I will untie it so I can fly up to here to get this walnut.
Okay, you untie it, but it's not like it doesn't provide enough lift for you to do that. It's just like an ordinary helium balloon, like a kid would have.
I see. Well, I'll still keep it with me.
Okay.
I will go up and try to talk to that guy. if he doesn't kill me first.
He throws a spear. And he kills you.
Game save. I mean, save game.
Okay.
I will walk there with the balloon, and I will offer him the balloon.
He throws the spear at it, and it pops.
Well, at least it was to the balloon, to me.
Now he throws the other spear at you.
¿Y qué pasó?
You die.
Oh, man, it's a game. Oh, 2 people are watching.
Did they say anything?
I don't know. Yes. They said hi.
Oh.
Hi, Unlimited.
Oh, hey. Thanks for being
Unlimited
here.
TCG. Sweet.
Okay. So.
All right. Say game. I will still come here with the balloon, and I say, please don't kill me. I want to give you this balloon as a token of my friendship.
He looks suspicious.
And this rock. And I take out the rock out of
He throws
pocket.
a spear at you.
Say game. I wonder what he likes. I need a shield.
That'd be handy.
I'm gonna go on the other side
Okay.
and see maybe I can find something. So we're gonna go all the way there.
Okay, so you go to the other side. And that
Calling
takes
from
you,
the other side.
that takes you here.
But now they cannot see on the group chat or anywhere. Siguen sin poder ver.
Oh my god, just play. They're fine.
Awesome. I see another squirrel, but a little one.
Mm-hmm.
What is the squirrel holding?
He's got like his little nest there, and in the nest there's like a pen.
A pen?
Yeah, a pen.
What would I need a pen for?
I don't know, maybe you don't.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go to the squirrel and ask for a pen. Hi, little squirrel, may I please have this pen? I guess you want to try something, don't you? Would you like to have this rock? And I showed him the rock.
He like sniffs at it. And then just goes back to protecting the pen.
How about a nut?
Do you have a nut?
No, but I can find one.
He looks at you like,
I know that the monster over there is guarding a rock. I mean, a nut. A yellow, big, delicious nut. And I was thinking that maybe you would like that one.
It doesn't understand what you're saying. It's a squirrel.
Okay, I'll just go and like shoo it and take the pen.
And it protects the pen.
Rabbits. I throw the rock to the squirrel.
Oh my god.
to scare it away. And I take the pen.
It dodges and bites you.
Same game. I mean, I don't know what I need a pen for, but sure seems handy.
That it does.
I'm gonna go back to this other screen where the guy with the spears are.
Okay.
And I'm going to get So instead of, of me going this way, I'm just gonna go here, right? Untie the balloon and hope that the balloon will come and get the knot. Like it will knock the knot down, and I'll grab it with my hands.
All right, I think that works. You're able to like knock the nut off with the balloon, and it falls down into your hands.
Sweet. Now I have a rock and a knot. I'm not quite sure about giving the knot to that squirrel, but I'm gonna risk it again with this guy, and I'm gonna try to dodge some of the spears and use my stone to hit it between the eyes.
Okay, you dodge his first spear, and I think that works. You hit him between the eyes with the rock.
Okay, good. So it's now unarmed.
He's unconscious.
Ay, pobrecito. I'm gonna go up that wooden thing that he created and see what's in there.
It's just a platform for him to stand on. He's got like a few other spears there next to him.
I'll take them.
All right, you got his spears.
Yay, armor. Okay, I have a spear.
Armor.
Well, not really. Yay, weapons. I have spears. I have my knot. I have a rock. This has been great. I'm gonna go back to where the squirrel was. The little, squirrel was.
Okay, so you go over here. What do you do?
I show the spear to the squirrel to see if maybe that might create a reaction. And I menace it with the spear.
It's just going on. It's like trying to like it's cornered, so it gets aggressive.
I show the squirrel the knot.
It's like.
Interested?
Looks very interested.
I tell the squirrel that I will trade that knot with the pen.
It doesn't understand, but it's just very interested in the nut.
I lure the squirrel away from the pen using the knot.
Okay.
I gave the nut to the squirrel and take the pen from the nest.
Okay, so yeah, the squirrel like jumps onto the nut and starts eating it, and then you are able to get the pen.
Yay! Awesome. Now I have a pen and spears, and I was able to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go up again. Oh, and I also have the gem. Okay. What can I get? I would like to write a rule on that book that I saw.
Okay.
And I will use the pen to do that.
Okay, so you climb back up to the top and go into the palace of the Squirrel King.
Yay! Yeah, there's 2 people watching.
1 now.
Ah.
Everyone who's still there, say, yo.
Just say Squirrel King.
Anyway, what do you do?
What is the first rule again?
Well, it just says that if the Squirrel King leaves his throne and crown unattended, then Whoever comes and claims it becomes the new Squirrel King.
You know that rule where it says that the Squirrel Lord will not be submitted to the power of the Squirrel King? I will erase that rule. I will change it. I like the
Okay,
Squirrel
so
Lord.
you're gonna like cross it out with
I'll
your
cross
pen?
it out and I'll write this instead. The Squirrel Lord will obey the Squirrel King.
Okay.
And now I can put up my crown and claim the throne as the new Squirrel King.
You have claimed the throne of the Squirrel King. And in so doing, you beat the game.
Yay! Really?
Yeah.
But what about the Squirrel Lord?
What about him?
Don't I have to like do something with it?
You can if you want.
I thought I had to like do something with it to claim to beat the game.
No.
Pero. Okay. Yay! But I still don't know what to do with the stuff that the Squirrel King had. Or
You can keep exploring after you beat the game.
oh, okay. Sweet. I will go visit the Goblin to let him know that I am now the new Squirrel King.
Okay. So you go and visit him, and he's like, my liege! And he drops down onto his knees and bows.
Please don't bow. I'm your friend too. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm sorry, my liege. I meant no disrespect.
There is no disrespect. I think you're gonna be the only one that I will allow not to bow before me, unless you want to.
Thank you, my liege.
You are welcome. I came to make you my right hand.
I am honored, my liege.
Awesome. Will you accompany me to visit the Squirrel Lord?
Oh, the Squirrel Lord. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay. So how about we have this? If something bad happens to me and I happen to die under the hands of the Squirrel Lord, you will become the new Squirrel King.
My liege, I couldn't possibly.
Please, you are my only friend in this tree. You know it better than the back of your hand. I think you can handle it.
He just bows and like weeps at the tremendous honor being given him.
But this only happens if I die at the hands of the Squirrel Lord. If I die different, this won't happen. You will not be the Squirrel King.
Okay, so what do you do?
Well, that's your thing. Like, like, do you accept?
Like, he accepts.
All right. So your first duty is that you will be next to the throne and use this pen to write a new rule after my death and record the new things that will happen from now on. But I will go by myself to confront the Squirrel Lord.
Yes, my liege.
Wonderful. So I will go to the Squirrel Lord.
Okay. What do you do?
Squirrel Lord, I have arrived again.
It stares ahead.
I want to exchange your all-powerful nuts and your powerful spear for this. And I show the Squirrel Lord the small gem that I was carrying.
Immediately, the Squirrel Lord like snaps to stare right at it, and he goes, "That does not belong to you."
Oh, really? So why do I have it?
He says, put it down.
Only if you tell me who you are, why, and what you are, and what happened to the real Squirrel King.
Put down the gem, and your request will be fulfilled.
No, I don't trust it. You have to tell me first, and then I will give you the gem.
You find yourself lifted up by like a powerful wind, like from below you. You're just lifted up into the air and pinned against the wall. And there's like fire, not touching your face, but like all around you. Like,
oh my goodness.
And he says, release the gem.
Release the information first.
And he toasts you with the fire.
I know, same game. Okay, I will release the gem, but you have to promise to give me all the information and answer all my questions.
Release the gem and your request will be fulfilled.
Alrighty, so I will release the gem. So I put it on the floor.
Okay. It says, I am the Squirrel Lord.
Yeah, and why are you here?
This is my domain.
So who is the Squirrel King? Where is it?
The Squirrel King is you.
Well, but what about the one that was previous to me?
The Squirrel King was lost due to his mission.
He had a mission. What was the mission about?
The survival of the tree.
I see. What
He
about...
went to dispel the threat.
What threat?
You're too complex. Your brain not able to understand.
Fine. What about those 4 element nuts that are around you? What do they mean?
They contain power.
Is it okay if I have some of that power?
It says, you may choose one.
Well, if I am gonna be the Squirrel King, the tree will need nurture, and it will need soil and water. But I don't know which one to give. There is plenty of soil down there. So maybe water? I'll choose water.
Okay, the water acorn floats over and hovers right in front of you.
Yay, now what? I take it?
If you want, are you going to take it?
Yeah, I will take the water nut.
All right, you got it.
Yay! And with this, I can nourish the tree from thirst every summer when there is not enough water for it.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
When the tree seems to be thirsty, I'll give it water.
But where?
I'll just pour it everywhere.
Like on the trunk? Or on the branches?
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay.
And then it will, drink it from, when it gets all the way down to
Are you trying that now, or are you just saying what you're going to do in the future?
Oh, no, that's what is going to happen in the future.
Okay.
I think that's it. I don't know.
Okay. So you're done exploring then?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else that I can explore?
Maybe.
Like what?
Do you think you've explored everything?
I think I have. Is there
Okay.
more down?
You're gonna try and go down there?
Yeah.
Okay. You climb down the tree, and that takes you here.
Ooh. Well, let's put it up there because, you know, the
Yeah.
camera. Gonk. Oh my goodness. Is this the supposed Squirrel King?
No. That's just the guy.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
So so this is you. You're climbing down. When you get down to where he is, he kind of like recoils in fear. He's like gonk, gonk. Cause see, here's the thing, right? At the beginning of this whole adventure into the the branches of the tree, in order to get up into the tree, this guy was like guarding the tree, right? He's like trying to prevent anyone from getting into the tree. So in order to get into the tree, you had to beat him up. So you beat up this guy pretty bad, and now he's afraid of you.
Yay! Please don't be afraid.
Gonk, gonk.
I am the new Squirrel King.
Gonk,
I won't hurt you anymore. I'll protect you.
gonk.
Mr. Gonk?
Gonk.
You don't have to fear me.
Gonk. He kind of like wiggles his arms in understanding.
Awesome. I will give it a stone, the little stone, as a gift.
Gonk.
Wonderful. Is there more things down here?
Well, see, it looks like you're standing on this sort of like patch of earth that the tree's roots are growing into, and on the edges of the patch it just kind of curls down and just kind of like ends. And what you're like if you what, if you're gonna sort of peer off the side of it, you just, it just looks like blackness all the way down. You can see like some sort of like roots of the tree hanging further down.
But can I go to them?
How are you gonna get there?
By walking on them.
Well, if you try to walk, you just like walk off the edge and you fall to your doom.
Oh, then no, I don't want to do that then. Interesting. Oh, so that's why I cannot leave all the way down on the floor.
You thought he didn't know what he was talking about.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
You thought the goblin was so naive.
Yes.
That was enjoyable.
Oh well. I will thank Gong for protecting the tree so well, and give some water to the tree roots so the tree can be nourished.
Water flows out of your acorn and into the roots.
Yay, the end. It was nice.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
I ended up weirdly, right? Because I'm like, what? Why do we start over there and not here? That's interesting.
I don't know. It's a good question. That's just how I made it. Want to see the screen that you never found?
Yes.
So, if you had tried, like, hi multiplayer games, multipaper games, how's it going? If you had tried digging down through the through the grass, then you might have found this screen.
Oh my gosh. Pero. What is this? That looks awesome.
Oh well, guess you never find out what that's about.
Same game.
Okay.
Okay. I will get some water to the tree, the roots. And now, since this part is soft, I can dig in.
All right, you dig your way through the ground and you dig your way through and you break through into here. And this guy's like, oh my goodness.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
I am Meristem, the sage.
Ooh, Mary Stan the Sage. Well, I am the new Squirrel King.
I am honored to meet you, my lord.
The honor is mine. Why are you up here? Or actually down here?
This is where I live.
On the tree roots?
That's correct.
But why?
Well, it just seems like such a nice place to live, don't you think?
It's kind of nice.
I mean, it's safe. You don't get bothered by all the hostile creatures of the tree. And you have a nice view.
Of what?
So when you look out, like, it's just unending blackness.
You have the light there. I enjoy it. What is this and what is that?
This is I'm like he's got like a little flame cooking, like heating up a pan, and he's just like cooking his dinner.
And why do we have a light then?
Oh, that's just my lantern, just to keep things so I can see what I'm looking at.
And this is lava?
No, so this just looks to you like, you know how it looks when like the sunlight is reflecting in the water? It's like that, except there's no water. It's just like the reflection, the shimmeriness of that, and somehow like sparkles from this shimmery area. Hey, wake up.
Yes, it's from the shimmery area.
Are rising up and going into the tree roots.
I see. That's how they get the photosynthesis.
I don't know if you'd call it photosynthesis, but somehow whatever that shimmery stuff is, it's going into the tree roots.
What is that shimmering stuff? And why is it going into the tree roots? Is it magic? Is it important?
You're asking the guy?
Yeah.
He says, well, that is how the tree is nourished.
Fascinating. Well, I am the new Squirrel King.
I'm pleased to meet you, my lord.
The pleasure is mine. Please come and visit me up there anytime you want.
I would be happy to. And you as well. Please don't hesitate to stop by and visit me also.
Awesome. Alrighty. Later.
Later.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for playing.
Me.
Sí, ya veo.
The people on the chat, they might be very sad because we have finished the game.
Pobrecitos. Supposedly there are 2 of them.
It's interesting how you made it seem like the big squirrel was the villain.
I never said that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but only because you just like went in there of your own accord and you just kept messing with him.
Seems to be alright.
Is anyone still in chat? Multipaper says, Zach, you know Spanish? I do. Claro que lo conozco. But Sylvia has been teaching me quite a bit.
Reteaching.
Reteaching.
Because you already knew.
Well, I already knew it like plenty, but my knowledge was never perfect. So all the parts that I did not know, or that I never knew, and the parts that I had forgotten, she is helping me with.
Yay, I helped.
Yay.
That was a long PCG game. How many hours was that?
Well, right now we've been streaming for 69 minutes.
Holy guacamole. What about more than that? Because remember, like the first stream that got caught.
Yeah, the first one was about a half hour, so it's probably an hour and 40 minutes all together.
That was a long game for me, like, you know, because I haven't played PCGs in a long time. No, I'm tired.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Multipaper asks, where is Via from?
I was born in Costa Rica.
Yes. I visited Costa Rica one time. I spent a whole month and a half in Costa Rica, but I did not meet Via then. I did not meet Via for many years after that until we worked together.
Yay! You actually met me 10 years after you went to Costa Rica.
10?
Well,
Oh yeah, 10.
2018 when I met you.
Yeah, 10 years then. Huh.
What?
This button is just like reverses the view.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Me neither.
Oh. Like I thought it would make it look at us, not like...
Like mirroring?
Yeah. I guess I could like do this. But no, that's not gonna
They
work.
can see your feet.
Oh well, we tried.
Did we?
Yes, effort was made.
Effort was made. Oh, guys, ask us questions. This is interesting.
Yeah, questions are good. Questions are fun.
This is a question and answer segment of the video where you cannot see our faces but you can hear our voice. This is more like a podcast.
I mean, I could put my foot here so now they can see my foot. Hi everybody, this is my foot. Yo, the foot will answer questions. Oh hey, check it out. It's a Zuvac sock.
Oh my god, it is Subac socks. but we cannot really fix them because we can only see like Subac's feet.
Shoot. There
Yay! It's Subac!
What a coincidence. What good timing that I'm actually wearing a Zuvac sock when I just happened to stream unexpectedly.
I know. What happened to the other one?
Were
they white?
Oh, this is a Star Trek sock on my other foot.
I know, but like, weren't their Subac socks supposed to be white?
I don't remember.
Remember when you modeled them?
When I modeled them?
Yeah, we made a little video about you modeling the Subac socks, and then you uploaded them to your channel to promote them.
Modeling them?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean just like designing them?
No, you were wearing them on your feet, walking around with them.
Oh.
I actually meant modeling.
Ah. I was thinking like 3D modeling in Blender.
No.
Well, Multipaper Game says, what are your favorite songs?
Con mi burrito sabanero.
I don't know. I like theme songs. I like, theme songs of various movies and TV shows and video games that I watch and play, Like, I like the Star Trek theme song, the Zelda theme song, stuff like that. Good stuff.
Saki's not very good at favorite songs for some reason.
This is true. I am not very musically literate.
Now we can all see you. Yay. Look how comfortable he is laying on the floor.
You know what?
What?
Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say I set a PCG video to premiere at 8, but then I realized they made me premiere that early, so that actually premiered earlier today, so never mind.
Best model I ever seen. Multi-paper games.
Thank you. So speaking of PCG related stuff, Via, did you ever see the Canon video?
No.
You are disgusting.
I am disgusting?
No, you Hablamos de ti en el video.
Ah!
You are disgust.
First world problems? Bilingual problems?
Yes.
What did you guys talk about and why? Why am I part of the discussion?
I don't know, you want to see it so you can see?
Okay.
Actually, we don't have to show you if you don't want to.
But I'm making the okay signal.
That's true.
I cannot make it on camera because the signal that I make might be offensive in some countries.
Is chat saying anything?
Chat is as quiet as a mouse.
Interesting choice of words.
Why?
It's almost as if you knew.
What do you mean?
Let's show you the video.
Okay.
Where's the remote?
Yeah, where is the remote?
Alright, you're on it. There you go. Let's turn off this big overhead light because it's not the ideal watching environment. And let's go to paper computer games, but not Granny. Actually, let's just go to the paper computer games channel and then let's navigate to the video. Are you angling it so they can watch it with us?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. You guys want to enjoy it, like, you know, like see like the live reactions that I might or might not say.
Just scrolling through my channel. Oh hey, it's the stream. That was the first stream. Oh, it was actually 47 minutes long. But I guess a lot of that was probably just like dead air after we left.
Yeah.
Come on, where's the list of all my videos? Uploads. There it is. You ready to see it? You ready to see it, chat?
Chat is ready. Ready or not? Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see it then. Canon in paper computer games is a little bit different than in other franchises. We have a community full of people making their own games that continue the stories from each other's games. we sometimes make drastic changes to each other's characters. Like, if someone makes a PCG where Zuvak dies, is he dead forever? Is everyone obligated to have him be dead in their PCGs? Or was that one PCG where he died not canon? The general rule that Chris and I have been going by is that everything's canon. That means that random little PCG your little brother made when he was 5 is equally canon to everything else. They're a full, official part of the paper computer game story. But that kind of brings up some problems, right? Like, everything can't really be canon, can it? Well, it's complicated. So let's get into it. I'll try and go through and sort out what's canon and what isn't, and how to decide which is which. And this is a topic I've thought a lot about and debated with myself about a lot, and I think I've worked it out pretty well. So let's explore the paper computer games canon. So the original canon was just Chris's games. Like, back in the beginning, Chris was just making pretty much all the paper computer games, and that was just that. So canon wasn't something we were really thinking about, because each game was just continued from the last one. They were all made by Chris, so everything was just canon. That was it. But when my games started, it wasn't clear if they'd be considered canon. Over time, I had to think about that. You know, when I first started my first games, I did intend them to be part of the story Chris had started. I designed them to, you know, continue from that, but I did make mistakes. I got things wrong. And as I talked to Chris about that, you know, as I showed him my games, he would like just make little comments like, oh, I didn't think of Zuvak as like that. I thought of him as like sort of having this role. And I'm like, oh, gotcha. And then I would go and I would make corrections to my game. So then like the future games I would make, I would change that so that they would fit better with the storyline that Chris had developed. And Chris ultimately accepted my games as canon. So they became canon as well. And as more people started to make paper computer games, I started tying together various games made by different people. Like in my games, I would include characters and stories and settings from different people's games, trying to see, you know, sort of keep them united into one big universe. And as of today, most of us are working within the same canon. We are sort of trying to tell one big story, for the most part. I mean, there are some people who are working outside of that. But as a community, we are sort of sharing this one big universe that everyone is trying to work on. But let's stop right there, and let me ask you, what do you think so far?
Oh, it's alright. I kind of like that, it can be considered canon, like the games that you used to do when you were little, they are still canon now. You know, it's like that. I like that part a lot.
Yeah, I like it too.
Kawaba, we forward it a little bit.
Okay, we don't have to keep watching if you're not.
No, but like you said something about like the part that talks about me, blah blah blah, having watched it, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Did we just saw inside of Subak's place?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, leave it.
Almost as if he's a plastic toy. He's exactly the same every time you see him, and like he never changes. That can feel, you know, kind of boring. You know, it's just like he's exactly the same. Seeing him doesn't introduce anything new because it's always the same thing over and over and over again. But using canon, connecting your games to past things that have happened to Zuvak in other games can lead to story arcs. You know, it makes the whole thing feel like one big story arc for Zuvak, which can make him feel... Yada, yada, yada.
Oh my god, it smells sick!
Built on the same ideas in different directions, even if they don't fit together. Both are valid and cool PCGs. Another example that happened a while ago when Sketchy Penguin made a PCG called Boo, a game about ghosts, and in the game you meet a ghost called Mouseft. And now, Mouseft, also known as Super Mouse, he's a character created by Via for her PCG, The Ogre and the Princess. Now, I haven't played Boo, but it looks awesome. I love the art, and I love the concept of the game. It looks really, really cool. I'd love to play it at some point, but the idea of including Mouseft as a ghost mouse, I think, is really cool and creative and fits the game really well. And it's like an interesting spin on Mouseft. Like, I'm glad that exists. It, like, enriches it. But here's the problem. Via didn't want Mouseft to be dead. She wants to make more games with him alive. Not a ghost mouse, but a mouse in the future. So she was saying she probably wouldn't take that into account. She would probably just keep making games where he's alive. She hasn't made any more PCGs since then, so it's sort of a moot point, but it's still a good example. Now, I personally feel like this one would be easy to reconcile. Like, we don't know when Boo takes place. For all we know, it could be set 100 or 1,000 years after Via's game, so they don't have to contradict it at all. You know, like maybe Mouseft lived a full life and had all the adventures Via will ever make before he died. But that is sort of beside the point, right? I mean, what if Via wants Mouseft to be immortal? Maybe he should never die. Ultimately, it's up to Via to decide whether that's her part of her game's canon or not. If she does that, if she decides that's not canon and ignores it, does that mean a third creator has to ignore it too? Maybe they could take into account Mouseft as a ghost and ignore Via's thing where Mouseft is still alive. Pretty much each creator just has to look back and decide how to deal with it. One possibility is they can decide to treat the contradicting story as non-canon and ignore it, and only include the other stuff. Like, you could make one that treats Boo as non-canon and has Mouseft being immortal, living like 100 trillion years into the future. Or they can try to include the contradictory game and try to find a way to reconcile it. Like if I'm making a new PCG or comic or whatever, I can include stuff from both games and try to find an explanation for how they both happened. That's basically what I did when I made PCG Chronology. I reconciled Chris's games with the perfect one and others, so that I was able to make a timeline of all the PCGs, even ones that seem to contradict each other. And that's what Epic and Wizo did with the Archmage as well, because Epic incorporated the new lore into his story, so that the Archmage is the demon Raal Graxen, but he possesses different hosts like Teddy, and this led to new story possibilities, such as the Archmage possessing Pumpkin Build in a later PCG. Or another possibility is they can count both contradicting stories as canon and reference both and just pretend there's no contradiction. So that would be like if you made a PCG that includes characters from Chris's games and the perfect one, but your game never mentions the contradiction between them and doesn't resolve it. Actually, that's kind of what Chris's game, PCG Anniversary Special 2, did, come to think of it. In that the fat guy in that game appears as his normal self, not the perfect one, implying the perfect one comics never happened, or at least haven't happened yet, since the fat guy hasn't turned into this planet-sized monstrosity. But then again, later in the game, the Bride of Perfecto appears, and she's a character who was created during the events of those comics, and she references meeting Perfecto, so which is it? You know, I ultimately think it kind of doesn't matter, and that's kind of the point. You know, PCG Anniversary Special 2 is just trying to acknowledge the validity of every story as part of the PCG canon. They all happened in one way or another, but at the same time, he can ignore the parts that would prevent him from using the fat guy in the way that he wants to on that screen, which is kind of awesome, actually. Or, yet another possibility, you can resolve the conflict by saying the two PCGs are taking place in two different universes. Well, anyway.
I like it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, guys, I guess that was it. I don't know, I'm giving you the thing.
Okay, thanks for watching. Did anyone say anything?
Yeah, but I ignore it.
Bonkinator says, I left for a little bit and we're watching PCG videos now. Yes, that is correct. I think Via's going to sleep. Alright, I guess I will end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching.